If you think that defending traditional marriage is a cultural or spiritual sideshow, think again. Consider the fact that in order to believe that marriage is between a man and a woman, what we call traditional marriage, one must presuppose the immutable nature of an individual's plainly recognizable gender at birth. How does this affect the price of tea in China? Well, to that I'm not sure, but we do know how it affects babysitting in Canada. According to Fox News' Caleb Park, a single father in Canada may have violated his province's Human Rights Act by asking about the gender and age of a potential babysitter, according to a lawsuit. The father, identified only as Todd, is being investigated by the Alberta Human Rights Commission after a complaint was filed against him in 2017 by the applicant, who claims the father violated the Alberta Human Rights Act. The father, whose boys were 5 and 8 at the time, posted an ad for a babysitter on a popular classified ad site in Canada because he was planning on meeting a friend for dinner the following night. Well, Todd received several responses, and among them one listed skills such as CPR and first aid, and mentioning a clean criminal record and 7 years of caring for children. When Todd asked for age and gender, the applicant, James Kronowski, responded, quote, "I'm male and 28 years old," end quote. Well, Todd's dinner plans fell through, and so he stopped corresponding with Kronowski and the other applicants because he no longer needed a babysitter. But Kronowski, instead of following up with Todd, filed a formal complaint with the Alberta Human Rights Commission on September 1st, claiming age and gender discrimination. The Justice Centre for Constitutional Freedoms, which is a Canadian conservative legal advocacy organization that specializes in Canadian constitutional law, is representing Todd, and they sent a letter to the Commission to have the complaint dismissed. They said in this letter, thwarting parents from even inquiring about a babysitter's gender or age is inconsistent with giving utmost deference to parents' preferences concerning a babysitter for their children. And the letter continued, it's also inconsistent with the fact that both gender and age may each be bona fide occupational requirements in this context. End quote. Well, the Commission has not dismissed the case, and although Kronowski, who filed a similar case against the mother of a 5-year-old boy who was seeking an older lady with experience, lost a case that went to the Supreme Court of Canada, in which he was seeking more than $1,000 in, quote, damages to dignity. So it's unclear why the Human Rights Commission has now accepted Mr. Kronowski's complaint against Todd, given the precedent set by the test case. And this was John Carpe, who's the president of the Justice Center and also a lawyer, making a statement in response to the outcome of the Justice Center accepting the case. So after hearing this story, some may be thinking, "Whew, I'm glad that happened in Canada and not here in the United States." Well, the problem with that thinking is that it is naive. The same philosophies that created this situation exist in abundance right here in our country. Therefore, we as the Pillar Citizen community, defending traditional marriage and gender truth, must be ready to engage and defeat these false and damaging philosophies. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join the Pillar Citizen community if you haven't done so already. PillarCitizen.com is where you can do that. Hit that subscribe button and follow us on Facebook. If you haven't checked out our recent Spotlight interview with Mr. Bob Moraine, who's a community leader, we encourage you to do so, and we'll link one of our favorite segments in the description of this video. Until next time, this is the Patriot League's Aaron Robertson for the Pillars.